What is going on, everybody? This is Mr. Exquisite Nugget. Pardon my voice because I know it sounds a little rough or raspy. We still show up, and I'm bringing you guys the latest coverage. This is just insane because, man, what a day full of trades. It was the trade deadline today until 12 p.m. Pacific noon. Uh, yeah, Pacific Standard Time. It's crazy. Just trying to clear my throat. Yeah, guys. So today's trades. Where do I begin? Aside from Jimmy Butler being dealt, so many people moved. Like, what is it? Not Nick Dalton Connect, and what's his name? Cam Reddish dealt to the Hornets for Mark Williams. Man, you talk about a lot of players just being moved last second. It sure came at the price though. And what is up, Big Honey? Shout out to Big Honey. I've seen him all night. I thought there was going to be another Locked On Nuggets podcast, but it must have just been a notification from earlier, maybe yesterday or something. Yo, what is up, HME is? It's good to see everybody still up. I want everyone's opinion right now. How do you guys feel about this trade deadline? And there's only four teams that I'll say right now that did not make a trade. It was the Portland Trailblazers, the Denver Nuggets, the Orlando Magic, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Everybody else had at least something to trade. And it is insane. I just can't believe, wow, talk about only four teams that did not make a trade. The Suns dealt certain players like Yusuf Nurkic, but they didn't trade Beal. They couldn't trade KD. I'm like, what are we doing, man? I really hate fucking Calvin Booth. I can't stand that piece of shit GM. But I'm not going to worry about him because I know right now the Nuggets, they still got Jokic. That's all that matters. Hopefully we can match up well if it's going to be against OKC, but who knows? So, yeah, pretty crazy, right? Let's see here. So Shams Charania or Karania, I don't know how the hell you pronounce his name, but this was the biggest one. So let me know right now how you guys feel about Jimmy Butler being traded from the Miami Heat for Andrew Wiggins. You've got Kyle Anderson and Dennis Schroeder, who actually was also traded again to Detroit instead of Miami. Because I think they have enough guards, but that is definitely a bit of a surprise because I'm just like, wow. Didn't think the Warriors would really do that, but apparently they did. And I guess it was I wouldn't say sad, but a kind of expected, but also could have been a better ending for Jimmy and the Miami Heat because they've been in the finals twice, even though they did lose both times to both the Lakers and the Nuggets. So it's heartbreaking. It's definitely hard because Jimmy was my favorite player on that team, but with his attitude or the way it really soured, can't help but feel bad for them. And this is what I will say. I think for now, Jimmy's at that point where he's just like, okay, I'm 35. He's 10 years older than me. He wants to win still, but at the same time, it does come at the expense of playing with someone who is a major fire-headed guy like Draymond Green. And you've got Steph Curry, who's one of still the best shooters. Hopefully they put their egos aside and figure it out, but it's definitely going to be a rough one for, I think, Golden State because they're still 10th or 11th. I think they're 11th. Let me check the standings, actually. That is insane, though, man. Can't believe that, yeah, we're still surviving, guys. ESPN standings. Let's read some of the comments. I understand the frustration. I think we need need a player to help run the bench, but the issue is our best asset is MPJ. It's either a big move happening or none at all. HME says good move for the Heat. For Golden State Warriors, to put a good player like Jimmy next to Steph. I don't get it, man. 36, 35. It's just, man, I can't believe the amount of money that they're getting. So they should be grateful, though. The Nuggets are the third seed, guys. They are the third seed with Houston losing tonight against Minnesota. We'd be playing Minnesota right now, first round. Give them that. Yeah. I'd love some revenge, but we'll see how that goes. It's a long way ahead. Golden State is 11th. You've got them tied with Sacramento. Let's see here. Can't believe right now the amount of people that are still saying the Nuggets don't stand a chance against Oklahoma City. I think we do, but in all honesty, they really are scary. And it's definitely going to be a tougher matchup because once Chad Holmgren comes back tomorrow or within the next few games for OKC, it's definitely going to be hard. What's up, Ken Patterson? Bogey goes to Clippers for a song. Would have been perfect for the Nuggets. Yeah, I know. That's better. Yeah, guys. So, don't want to whisper. But yeah, it's unbelievable. I don't think seedings are set yet. OKC is probably a lot for the number one. I think we will be the second seed. I agree, Big Honey, but it's definitely going to be tough because Memphis, they've been on a bit of a hot streak lately. So we shall definitely pay attention and just see how things unfold there. Would be cool if Boucher gets bought out and we can get him, but we have to wait Pickett, Tyson, Chanchar. Yeah, it would be rough. I don't know at this point. It's just don't have much to do it. Memphis 9-1. Yeah, in the last 10. Like, guys, I said it once and I'll say it again. Memphis is going to be really difficult to catch because at this rate, they are 3 games technically ahead. What's up, 42 Ultra? 2-3 seed looking really good right now. Yeah, I don't think Houston's going to be a top 3 seed. I think we'll be that. I think we can we'll be the second seed as long as we stay healthy, consistent. But with Russ being injured and Peyton Watson definitely out, it's a huge blow. But let me know what you guys think of the other trades. Let's get back to that actually. Milwaukee, this is what's crazy. Milwaukee, I get it. He was part of the championship core. Chris Middleton was dealt to the Washington Wizards for Kyle Kuzma. And the Raptors acquired Brandon Ingram for Bruce Brown and Kelly Olynyk and 2 draft picks. It's a little hard to wrap my head around. Like, firstly, Chris Middleton will be missed because I do like the Bucks. It's hard, and Giannis even said like it's part of the business. Seeing one of your best friends, of the people you've lost with for so long, and won it finally after nearly 10 years, being on the same team, seeing that chemistry and everything grow together. But it just feels like wow, some things really just aren't meant to last forever, and so they traded a key piece in Middleton to the Wizards, and the Wizards just dealt Kyle Kuzma to the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't really think he's all that. And I'm not saying Kuzma's complete trash, but he kind of is, in my opinion. Yeah, Middleton to Washington, that was me. I agree, Ken. I don't really think it was necessary, but in some ways, when you're not, I wouldn't say giving the best. Like, he was doing pretty good these last few games, Chris Middleton, but they must have just been like, it's the time's up, and it's about time that they had to get him out before his contract was probably due. So who knows? HMU says, I wouldn't mind Lonnie Walker or Daniel Theis. Yeah, but that's the thing. We've been eyeing Lonnie Walker. I think there was reports of us interested or looking at Lonnie Walker or Daniel Theis, but it just never came into fruition. So I honestly doubt if we can even get them at this point. Maybe on a buyout or if we sign them. I don't know if we're going to waive any guys because at this point it's just really tough. We got Zeke. We've got, what is it? Man, it is rough. We got Dario, who we're not even utilizing. It's ridiculous. Try to go after Lonnie to have a good score off the bench. I don't think Julian is right. Yeah, no, he's not. Julian had a rough night tonight. I actually got to look at that game that we just played against the Magic. It was not a good game for Julian, I think. I will look at that right now, actually. Julian, he's been on my mind as of late because I really wish he would improve, but as of right now, he's just been really difficult to kind of watch. Julian Strother, he started tonight. He was a plus 18, but I guess that was mainly because, he was playing with Jokic, but 31 minutes, he was 1 for 8. Oh my goodness, terrible from field goal. He was over 4 from 3. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Only 2 points. Yeah, terrible job, Julian. But as always, Jokic, can you do against the triple double king, right? MPJ, yeah, Mike, third game in a row with 30 plus points, and just shout out to MPJ, man, for balling out and finally being the guy we need instead of just being so bad on defense. Like Strother, but a good game. Yeah, followed by a bad game. It's kind of the ups and downs or the roller coaster of the NBA as we know it. The way our roster has been constructed, there's not much room for flexibility. That's honest reality. We should always yeah. We gotta wait for the season to ride out, but I don't think it's a waste. I think we just got to figure out now what is next. Who do we go after in the offseason? Are we going to move Jamal Murray? Are we going to trade MPJ? There's so much that can happen. We don't even know because if this team say fails or I know we'll make it past the first round. I just hope that we can definitely like go a long ways. HME is my assumption is that Malone is gonna have Julian in unlimited minutes in the play. Yeah. Maybe not even play him at all. That just depends on if our guys are ready or whoever is necessarily needed at that moment. So getting back on the trade deadline stuff, this is big. This might go on for a long episode, but yeah, excuse my raspy voice. Um, with the Washington Wizards getting now Chris Middleton, let's talk about this though. Brendan Ingram goes. I didn't think that New Orleans would give up Brendan Ingram, but they gave him up to get Bruce Brown and Kelly Olynyk and 2 draft picks. Bruce Brown, get him, Denver Nuggets. I don't believe it. I'm just like, what are we waiting for? We can buy him if they buy him out, or if they waive him, which I more than likely think will happen. I hope there's some way we can get him. But yeah, Booth is getting fired after these playoffs. Definitely HME is. I don't know what is going on though, because it's just like so many potential guys who could be on this team to help us. With Russ being down now, it's just unbelievable. Let me know in the live chatter any other trades that you guys even think that were pretty bad or pretty wild aside from the Luka Doncic AD one. Big Honey says honestly one of my favorite trades was the Spurs getting Fox. They're set with 2 stars for years to come. Plus didn't have to give up Vassell or Castle. Yeah. Spurs, I think right now, they're not going to obviously make the playoffs, but I think next year they'll definitely be up in top 5 for sure. Sadly, we can't get BB anymore since oh man. I just wish. Isn't BB too expensive? Why do we need to waive guys to make it work? No. That's the thing, 42 Ultra. No, we won't. Can't just waive or give up our guys for nothing like that. And I know Bruce Brown would be a huge help right now, but we have Westbrook, and that's exactly why we, I guess, technically replaced him. Atlanta took a huge L during this trade deadline. They gave up Bogey to the Clippers. DeAndre Hunter's now on the Cleveland Cavaliers. I got to mention that. Someone young who's 26, 27. Yeah. DeAndre Hunter's 27, just turned 27. Headed to the Cavs. I think the Cavs are going to be great, but I just don't know if they'll be able to match them because they just lost to Boston at home. But it should be interesting come if it's a Eastern Conference Finals versus those two in a 7-game series. So I'd love to stick around for that. But right now, Atlanta, even though they got the first number 1 pick overall, and Zachary, he's not that great. Atlanta, they're still in no man's land. They don't know what they're doing. They're just kind of in between, kind of fighting, but I don't think they'll make it. The next one, though, this is really weird because what is it? So the Charlotte Hornets dealt Mark Williams for Dalton Connect and Cam Reddish. I didn't think the Lakers would give up Dalton Connect like that because they drafted him, and that's really weird, kind of giving up on a young guy like that. So if they got to trade him to make it work, so be it. But I honestly don't think it. HMS, I'm okay with waiving Tyson. Yeah, I would at this point too because I'm not saying he's a bad guy. He's a good teammate, good person, but at this point, he's not really good or a fit for us. We'll just have to wait and see. Hunter gives Cavs more size on the wings. They have really good guards and bigs, so Hunter fills it nicely for them, says Big Honey. Yeah. I think DeAndre Hunter is kind of like that younger version of Karis LeVert because Karis LeVert is 30 now. And I just think that, wow, the Cavs somehow managed to pull that off. So I can't believe it, though, man. Like, they found a way to get DeAndre Hunter, and I was like, dang, we could have gone after him. But at the expense of what? We would have had to probably trade MPJ or Zeke. Saric. I don't know. You guys let me know in the chat right now what we should have done or what could have happened because it feels like within those last minutes we were on the phones, but we just didn't want to make those tough calls. And I hate that. I saw the Calvin Booth press interview post trade deadline. It was pretty terrible. It's just like he's just sitting there looking like, what exactly are they doing, man? Like, what are we doing? Everybody's in the comments saying, like, get this guy fired, come after these playoffs or whatever happens. But yeah, we can't waste Jokic's prime like this. And he even said it himself. And I'm just like, don't even have any other good talent aside from our starters and some like two decent bench guys. But what are we going to do then? So it leaves us with the question, where do we go from here? Let's see here. Other trades. The Pacers sent Wiseman to the Raptors, and let's see, they get cash considerations and a future draft pick, top 55 protected for Indiana. The Clippers got Marjon Beauchamp from the Milwaukee Bucks in exchange for Kevin Porter Jr. Excuse me. So Memphis sends Marcus Smart and picks to Washington. The Grizzlies get Marvin Bagley III and Johnny Davis. The Wizards get Kobe Jones, Marcus Smart, Alex Len. And the Kings get Jake LaRavi. Yeah, that doesn't matter, but well, it's going to be definitely tough to see if these guys even get a chance to play. The Hawks got also Terrence Mann and Bones Highland, former Nugget. I didn't really like Bones Highland's attitude the way it ended in the 22-23 season when he got traded to the Clippers from us, but I mean, he's young. He definitely learned from that. No trades available for the Nuggets because they're tried packaging Zeke in the deal. Yeah, that contractor, it's just so terrible why we did that for Zeke to begin with. I think I would have been okay with Hunter Bogey trade, but the thing is, MPJ is the best player in that deal, and most of those trades you lose the better player. Yeah, definitely. 100%, but it just gives us more options. I don't know, guys. With everybody kind of just being moved last second, it's just like, well, there's still some players we could get, but it's definitely not going to look very nice if we don't, make it. If we don't make it past the second round of the playoffs this time, I feel like we're really going to blow this team up. I don't even know. Keep Jokic, AG, everybody else though, all bets are off. So aside from that, the Atlanta Hawks got cash considerations in exchange for Cody Zeller to the Rockets in the 2028 second round pick. This is the real wild one. Yusuf Nurkic, former Denver Nugget, who was on the Suns, gets sent to Charlotte for a 2026 first round pick with him. And the Suns get Cody Martin and Micic. Really? Like, imagine if Micic was playing right here in Denver with Joker. Like, that would be so nice. He get Davion Mitchell, and the Raptors get PJ Tucker. Wizards get Reggie Jackson, apparently. And Jared Butler goes to the 76ers. This is just unbelievable, guys. All these trades that happened last second or within the day of trade deadline, which was today. Wasn't really expecting some of these names, but some teams don't want them. Some teams probably will appreciate them more, but even then, it's just a hot mess. Let's see here. Kind of funny that Denver was reported to have serious interest in Terrence Mann. I don't really think Terrence Mann would fit here because of the ego thing, but I honestly don't think so. He took a W this deadline. Yeah, finally got rid of Jimmy Butler. I think the real losers Golden State because they got to deal with Jimmy Butler and Draymond now. So I don't know about that. Micic was sick of the Olympics, proven synergy with Jokic. Yeah, absolutely. I don't honestly know though how well that will work out because, yeah, guys, with so many teams right now that are going to suffer. The Hornets, Nurkic, Jimmy Butler on the Golden State Warriors. At least he won't have to hear from Pat Riley, right? So Nurk to the Hornets, but I think the Suns did okay for an asset who was basically sitting on the bench for them. Don't think the Suns got better after that trade, though. No, they didn't. And that's true, Big Honey. They're, I think, worse because who do they really even have at this point that's like a decent rim protector? And KD's gone in the offseason. Yeah, I think KD's definitely leaving that Suns team. I don't know where KD's going to go. I don't think he's going to go to the Clippers. That would be awkward because James Harden is there. I just thought of something crazy. Imagine if KD goes not to the Mavericks, but to the San Antonio Spurs. KD might go somewhere like Houston. No, he wouldn't do that. I think he would probably fit somewhere like San Antonio because they could use someone like him. Imagine Victor Wembanyama, KD, Chris Paul, De'Aaron Fox. Oh my goodness, man, that is going to be insane. I just thought of something like really crazy because yeah, Houston maybe here. No, they're not going to do that. Denver would never want KD. I do like it because he's my birthday twin. It's just like I don't know if it says KD would ruin the Spurs culture. I don't know about that, Big Honey. But I mean, who says like he wouldn't fit? Like maybe Houston, sure. He's not going to go to Memphis. He's not going to go back to any teams in the East. Like uh, if the Celtics got him, that would be insane. He'll go back to OKC. He won't definitely go back to Golden State. Maybe to Miami. That's another team. Miami Heat definitely might have interest in KD depending on this offseason. But it's if they want to trade any of those assets. Yeah, I don't know. He declined Memphis, which would be a sick fit. I'm not really sure if KD is running out of options, man. Bradley Beal's on that team, and they definitely don't want to keep him there. Or I don't even know if he's definitely going to fit or not. But yeah, guys, that said, it's just interesting to see KD would want to be in Denver because Jokic would elongate his career. That is true. But how is this going to work, guys? Like, get KD, like, would he sign a contract with us or would he just, who knows what we're going to have to give up just to get this guy? But even then, it's just like, hey, if you make it work, you make it work. There's always a way. But looking at the standings, guys, Denver's the top three right now. Yeah, we would have to get rid of Mike. That's not happening. So we got OKC, Memphis, Denver, got the Rockets in fourth. You got the Lakers right behind, Minnesota. You've got the Clippers, the Mavs. Oh, the Mavs are so rough right now. They're in eighth place, but so much that can happen. For the East, though, you got Cleveland, Boston, New York, Indiana, Milwaukee, and Miami. You got Detroit sitting outside of the playoff spot at the seventh. Orlando at the eighth. They've definitely fallen off. Orlando's been on a cold skid as of late. Philadelphia is the 11th seed, and Chicago's at the 10th, and Atlanta at the 9th. I don't honestly know right now. Yeah, the Mavericks just beat the Celtics. That was insane. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys really think about how these trades will affect the upcoming standings. I'm not really sure where the Nuggets are going to be, but sure hope that we can find a way to get the 2 seed because that would definitely give us an advantage just like with last year. But say we have to go up against could be Memphis or Houston second round. It could be the Lakers or who knows what will happen. But if we do somehow make it, I just don't see though. If we go up against OKC in the Western Conference Finals, this is going to be a battle for the ages, man. I'll be there for that. I definitely would love to come to Denver, catch a playoff game, definitely see how things unfold. But yeah, guys, crazy day of events. The Nuggets on a 5-game win streak. Can we get 10-game? I want to know right now. Let me know. Can we get a 10-game win streak going, or can we get anywhere near 10 games, like 8 games even? It'd be so nice. Harrison Wind even called it, but it's 2 seed better than 3 seed, really. 4 to 5 obviously worse because of the same side as OKC, but I don't know, guys. 2 seed is definitely better, but at the same time, it's just like home court definitely matters. I think we had a 10-game win streak in the Yoke era. It's possible. We just need to figure it out. I think we split 2 games with Portland. I hate losing to Portland, but we got to figure out a way to get that win, guys. Because these games going into All-Star break, it's definitely going to determine and see kind of what the Nuggets really give before hopefully we go on a run. We'll just have to wait and see, guys. But with that said, it's Mr. Exquisite Nuggets near midnight, guys. Shout out to HMES 42 Ultra, Ken Patterson, Big Honey, everybody in the chat tonight. I don't even know where the trades after this. It's like all hell's going to break loose. So Portland's playing hot right now. They will be tough. Absolutely, Big Honey. And I think right now with Portland just being on a roll or one of those teams, it's just like, can Denver like they lost last time in Portland. I just really hope that we're able to stack up against a mediocre team like them just because it's like we got Jokic. I just don't see how we're not able to dominate these really lowly teams. So we shall see how it goes, guys. We got another game. I think the next game, who do we play next? Still got plenty of games. We got Phoenix. Yeah, we got plenty of games left. We got Phoenix. We're gonna be playing two home. We played two home games against Portland, so it should be good. We got Charlotte Hornets next. The Lakers. Oh my gosh, on 2/22, February 22, we play the Lakers at home. It's going to be a showdown for the ages. I definitely want to see how this new team, with hopefully if Luca plays, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, guys, we got the Suns. Oh, I know the Suns like are definitely going to want to. Who knows? Like if they want to like come against us, like still think that we're nothing. I definitely want to see how well we could just beat them down because everybody mostly hates the Suns still because of KD or Devin Booker especially. But yeah, guys, catch your boy in the next episode of Mr. Exquisite Nuggets. Shout out to Ken, Big Honey, HMU is 42. Everybody, this has been another great episode from Exquisite Nugget. We're gonna stay tuned with more any trade news or any word on the buyout. But yeah, guys, have a great night. Go Nuggets, and as always, stay safe.